Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Another Let's Play Resident Evil 6 on Jake's campaign. Guide. Let's play. Okay, so the trapped in the underground laboratory. Basically, this part is another one of those Rasklepanje parts, as I like to call them, where the place is kind of maze-like, designed to mislead you and throw you off. And our weapons are, of course, out here. I don't know why they would put the weapons there of all places. You could just put them in a much more secluded location. But hey, for some pretty intelligent supervillains, they make some pretty obvious mistakes. There we go. Got the timing. Cherry's going to go up into the ventilation. And Rasklepanje is going to cut her off and activate a cutscene in which she falls out of the vent. Then she has to face it alone, and she has to shoot the door to unlock it. But first she must get her gear, and then she's going to give Jake his gear, and then we have to defeat the Rasklepanje, open the door over there, and then proceed to go throughout the facility. Alright, come on. As I said before, Rasklepanjes are very durable enemies. They're designed to take enemies. They're like the spiritual successor to the Regenerator. So I'm just going to shoot the body. As you can see, this thing can be quite durable, but it is very annoying. Alright, so now I'm going to use my sniper on it. Let me jump. Careful of the acid spraying, acid spewing fool. Come on, Sherry, let's go. And then the door closes. You actually don't have to destroy it, but if you don't, it can go through the ventilation system, which is annoying. But the point here is to get enough power to get on this elevator, and we are going to go to hell and back to do it. So, oh, that's right, we have to go here first. Nope. Oh yeah, this one is mine. That was stupid. There's going to be a certain turn of events that happen which is going to make us overload the battery. Alright, yep, no other way up, Sherry. No other way up. There it is behind us. Oh, it's gone now. Now, this part may be a little confusing, but come up here. It's going to come to the vent. Oh, it's already here. So I am going to do that. Blow it off again. Oh, damn it. Come on, Sherry, you can do it. Got the power. If I get hit, I get hit. There's nothing I can do about it. That door opened. That room can be annoying, because that room is much smaller than the others. So now I'm going to come around here. And be careful not to keep running forward. Ooh, there's another one of those guys. Come around here. Whoopsie. Clearly the wrong way. You want to come over here. Yeah, good. They should be coming in a little bit. Yeah, there it is. Press the A button. There we go. Not too shabby, eh? And I'm going to jump over here. And this part is bullshit. Because they are going to flood this place. And they are not friendly. And there's going to be about, I think another one is going to spawn. So, yeah. Really? You are very annoying, sir. And if you're not quick enough, they are going to overrun you here. You don't want that to happen. Fuck. Come on, Sherry. Good, we got it. There it is, trying to grab me. We almost have enough power. Make sure you keep your health at least above 3, because if you don't, when they grab you, they do 3 damage, and that is quite a bit of damage. You don't want to take all that damage either. So now you want to appear to the front, and it's going to take some time for this to get to you. So you might have to fight these damn things. But I was quick enough, I dodged, and I got out. Don't gotta deal with those guys ever, for a little bit anyway. So now I'm gonna jump over here, and this part is only accessible with Jake. And there's really nothing here, just except some skill points you can get if you want, which I don't really need. But the Rasklepanjes here aren't too dangerous. Well, they are dangerous. You just don't want to get hit by them. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to go over there with Jake. Ugh. Well, here this guy is again. Really? Damn it. You don't want these guys getting too antsy because they can overthrow ya. So Sherry's going to stay over there. And now I'm going to go over here. And now time to work some magic. Those things are going to appear. You can ignore them. And there's going to be an obligatory fight with one of these bastards. Don't be disheartened to know. They're quite easy to just dismember, but they put themselves back together. Enough power has been got, and the elevator works. And now a string or a chain of unfortunate events is going to happen. And just watch. So now there's one of these guys next to me. Actually, there's 2 of them. So now, focus on the red one. And there we go. He's going to get knocked into the power. And, yeah. The worst possible thing happened. And now, look at the place. Completely chaotic. Don't run into that. Because if you do, you are going to take quite a bit of damage. But now, run over here to the left. Make sure you bust these crates open. I got nothing out of it. Well, I did get something out of it, but let's go. You want to follow the circle. Come over here. It's another one of those A buttons. It's quite good, actually, because a lot of the buttons you've had to press have been those annoying B buttons. Those B doors and B places. But now, you just want to jump on here. Pull out your shotgun. If you have ammo. One of these guys is going to jump across. Now, you don't want to stand up and fight them. You want to get on your belly, or on your back, and shoot them. Because you're going to stagger. And this guy is just going to annoy the fuck out of you. So, I just shoot him with my fucking magnum. Stay down, damn it. Okay, I got something out of it, so I'm not too bitter. Alright. You want to kill the hands too, because you might get some ammo out of it. And now something else is going to happen. And yeah, here it is. Although we automatically should have been flinged off or not, we fall into the other one. And now we must climb for our lives. And one massively boring is trying to hype you up, but at this point we're sick of these things. So let's just get the fuck out. So now just mash the A button. Another one of those Rasklepanje, I think the same one, is behind us. And this thing is quite fast. Just watch how quickly it moves. See how quick it is? Isn't that something else? They are quite fast. But thankfully, Jake and Sherry gets out before it barely snatches them. Closes on it. It gets stuck. And now it's falling. Good riddance, too. So now it's another one of these B doors or B scenarios. Gets in the elevator and gets out. Before we fight the Ustanak, though, we have to go on the elevator of misery. The elevator of misery is not a good place. There's drabbles of snipers. They mutate. There's drabbles of rocket launchers. This place is going to be their final stand against you, and it shows, because this part is just outright difficult. Because you can get shot by snipers and rocket launchers, and you have drabble up close keeping you company. This part can be difficult on Chris's campaign and for Jake's campaign. And very comparable for the two. Nice. Assault rifle ammo is always welcome. You want to slide into these crates to keep your momentum. Slide is probably one of the best additions the Resident Evil series could have had movement-wise for movement tech. Because it allows you to just keep your momentum going. You can choose who you want to partner with here, but I'm just going to go with Sherry. Okay, I still have some decent battery life, so I'm going to rate it myself because there should be some drabble that drop in. The camera moves in weird positions too while you're like this, which is something I don't like. But I'll have to deal with it. And here they are, they're mutating. Let's just destroy this guy quickly. Done. Let's just do it again. Jake, your melee attacks are so good. For just saving bullets. Whoa, a rocket launcher. See, that is what I'm talking about. Oh, I think I'm dead, aren't I? Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, fucking rocket launcher. I wasn't paying attention. I shouldn't have been fantasizing about his melee attacks and how godlike they are. I should have been worried about the long-range fools, and as a consequence, I have to start over. So, lesson learned. You can use melee attacks, but know when to use them. They're quite powerful, actually. Alright. Decent ammo. Ooh, another box. Nice. But skill points. Carla Adams had a pretty damn good plan. House would just get in the water and infect the water supply, and thus the whole world would be easily contaminated. Very good plan. I just wish we knew how she made House in the first place, because this thing isn't even fully complete, and it is a monster. It is a beast. It is probably one of the most, no, it is one of the most dangerous BOWs ever. So now you sniper fools. Okay, you jump down. I'm keeping my eye out for the snipers. Alright. Good job, Sherry. Good job. So where are the rocket launcher goons? Nice. Alright, where are the rocket launcher goons? I know they're here. We're not way near the top yet. Where are they? Well, there's one. I tried to shoot him too. Oh no, you can't be serious. Damn it. Rocket launcher goons are the worst. They are pretty manageable if you're able to equip defense level 3 though, but other than that, they are some of the biggest problems here. They can easily make all your herbs go to waste. They can make you use up all your healing supplies, and since the platform is moving, it can be much harder to shoot them than it normally would. They are your biggest enemies here, by far. You take your eyes off them, they can shoot you, and they shoot at a fairly quick rate. You want to get rid of them as quickly as you can. Okay, you are annoying. Just die. Damn it. No. Fucking damn it. Aren't you just fucking annoying? You fucking just die, damn it. Damn! Stop you from shooting. Just shoot the magnum at you to just destroy you completely. No, you don't. What? That was nice. Sniper goons, no! The sniper goons, no, that's not good. There's really not much I can do about them though, because there's so many Juavo here. No, that's not good. Alright, that'll work. I'm out of stamina. That really sucked. He just randomly mutated. Do I have enough time to heal? Alright. Yes, aim after Sarah. Don't aim after me. Do not aim after me. Aim after Sarah. Oh, fuck, you got me. You shouldn't be a problem now, because we're almost at the top. Yeah, this guy's like, oh, there's a new sniper in town. Thankfully, though, it's over. No more misery. House hatches. Chris and Piers have to deal with that monster. And, yeah. That boss is not easy. But that's why it's so fun. It's challenging. The same with the Ustanak. It is a challenging boss. Some deceptive accuracy and precision. Well, so just some deceptive accuracy with the ball and chain. It's quite fast. In the first part, you're stuck on some very narrow passages, and it makes it even harder to avoid its attacks with the ball and chain. And then the second part has a mano-a-mano with Jake, and Ustanak just knocks Sherry away. So the Ustanak's goal is to keep Jake and Sherry in the laboratory because Caller Adams gave the order, and it's loyal to Caller Adams. So yeah, the order is to keep us here. What you want to do is you want to go over here to the left. Don't go over to the right because something breaks the platform. Don't go forward because something falls and breaks the platform. You want to turn to the right. There is nothing behind us. So now you just want to come over here. This guy's going to come running. But as soon as you press the B button and both partners get on it, cutscene activates where we barely evade the ball and chain. Now he gets in front of us, turn around, and run for it. You want to get as much distance as you can from this guy, because this ball and chain he has is a fucking murder. It has so much fucking range. And on your first time with this guy, yeah, and he fucking dips it in fucking this molten steel. Look how much range that attack has. Good lord. So what you want to do is you want to just take your sniper out for the first phase. Proceed to shoot him. See how much range that has? It has that much range. I was just out of his range. Which is why you want to be at least this amount of distance to be safe. The attack has so much fucking range. When he gets this far, you want to run away. I'm gonna go over here, get some ammo. Nice. It's really good. I'm just gonna use all my sniper bullets on this guy because it's free damage. Then after that, yeah. Assault rifle is very good. Use the Magnum. It's gonna approach. You want to run. You don't want to be close to this guy at all. You really, really don't. So now I'm over here. I'm just going to use my Magnum for free massive damage. And then the third phase of the second phase of this fight is even harder, because now there's really no place to run, and every single time he slams on a part of this hardened magma, he is going to make a hole, and he hits you with the ball and chain. It makes a little pit of lava, and this little pit of lava does extra damage to you, and it stuns you. So when he swings his ball and chain, you want to stay on the ground like this. This guy is at his max power here. And as you can see, I just accidentally walked in, and I got hit. So now, I'm just using all of my handgun ammo because I can, and this is really the only time I get to use it. But see, that's the thing, you walk, oh, he hit me, see how much damage that did? Let me take 2. Fuck, I keep walking into the... This is not good. If I keep walking into this, I'm gonna die. Let me roll out of the way. You want to get your distance with this guy. You do not want to be nowhere near this guy. Just unload everything you got into him. That attack has a huge hitbox. Alright. Come over here and shoot him. Trust me, I'll make this fight look like fodder, like he's death fodder, but trust me, I have lost quite a bit of time to this guy. Alright. Okay, on my back. Reload my gun. Look at all those holes he's made. Whoa! Tack has a lot of range. Thankfully, though, the next fight with him is mano a mano. Thankfully, the magma pits do kind of go away over time, but before they do, they are going to overstay their welcome. And I don't have a lot of ammo left, so I'm just stuck with my pistol. Alright, time to use my pistol ammo. Alright, I'm doing pretty decently. Oh, I got hit. No, that could be the end. Yeah, Sherry walked all the way around the part. The problem with this part is this ball and chain has a huge amount of fucking range. So he could just, alright, you're dying, I'm just gonna hit you with the ball and chain. And yeah, done. I got hit again. This could be the end, actually. Oh, that sucks. Come on, Sherry. Sherry, come on. I might actually die, yeah, because the pit. Yeah, just the lava. Because when he puts his ball and chain in the hardened magma, it makes a hole, and the hole could kill you. And that's why this phase is just so painful, is because you really don't have... Once you get put in dying status, you could just die. Alright. He doesn't care, Jake. He just wants us dead. Oh no, that's not good. I forgot the dodge in this, the dodge in hand-to-hand is kind of shitty. Alright, I'm just gonna use one herb then, because one hit I'm gonna be put in dying status anyway. So it's just like, well, what the fuck? That's how much range that has. And I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I should be dead. Miraculously, I'm not. Fine, I'll take it. Me not being dead. That's the attack. That's his weakest attack, but... Oh, crap. And if you don't dodge pretty perfectly... See, that's why this phase can be a pain, because of that. You get hit twice, and if the first hit puts you in dying state, guaranteed death. So precise with that weapon. Very dangerous with it. Oh, I'm dead. All the more reason to get this complete. Alright. Alright. Keep swinging the ball and chain. Good dodge. Your dodging has to be, perfect. I should be dead though, because I'm too close to the lava pit. Yeah, I'm on it. I'm dead. Hello? Hello? Well, yeah, I called. You weren't picking up your phone. Huh? You managed to catch me while I was recording. No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just sitting here playing some Resident Evil 6. I just want to get done with this, honestly. Move on to some other games I've been wanting to play. That's bullshit that hit me. Yes, I do. Yeah, I have money. Yeah. Like $10. Likely not. Oh, I see. Holy crap. Do I want some pizza? I would like some pizza right now. That's not a big deal with me. Oh, goodness. I just found a new strat for this guy. I'm like literally out of ammo for this guy. Okay, I finally stunned him. Nice. I'm sitting here just smashing the wrong button. Finally, the Ustanak can just, we can just go mano a mano. Yep, so on this party, kicks your gun away, and it's just one-on-one. Finally get to just settle this. Oh, he kicked me. You can dodge his attacks though. There we go. I'm doing pretty good. Alright. Lovely. Oh, I did press X in it. Whatever. When his health gets to a certain invisible number, he gets stunned. And then you can press certain buttons to just finish him off. And if you miss those buttons, he knocks you into the lava pit of doom. Alright. Kind of a blow up though. And you don't have any stamina here, so just go ape shit. Nice. I'm not saying your name so I can protect your anonymity. A. Thankfully, you just have to mash the A button. That's all you have to do. You don't have to mash any other buttons, just the A button. But if you don't mash it quick enough, dead. So he falls in the molten lava, but Well, I say lava. Yeah, it's lava, not magma. It's lava. You don't have any weapons. You have no weapons, so there's no ammo. Hatching chrysalids. Many of the villagers are susceptible to flash grenades. Many? How about all of them? Alright, so I'm gonna have to cut this part. But the finale is right up here. But I will be back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. And we're back with the last part. This is going to be the finale of Resident Evil 6. So, this part, you get on here. Now, this part is just, no one should be able to stay on this with the speed it's moving. Look how quick that moved, and look how quick it picked up. Normal human beings would already have flopped off. So now we're barely hanging on with our lives, and look at that. He's still alive. And now, right trigger, left trigger, and now we must run from him. We're gonna release some steel, we're gonna release some poles on him, some iron poles, and they are going to hold them back long enough for Jake and Sherry to escape. And there's a convenient magnum at the top of this. I wish, the boss fight will have missed technically the final boss, well, the last boss of the Let's Play. For Jake's campaign anyway, but since I'm going to be done after this video, yeah, this is going to be the final boss. Right trigger, left trigger. So basically, you just press what the screen presents to you. Right trigger, left trigger, right trigger, left trigger, over and over. There's a B sequence, there's going to be another B sequence, and then there's going to be another quick time event. The quick time events here are the quick time event here is very forgiving. So don't feel bad if you miss it. You shouldn't miss it though, because it's really easy to get. So press the button again, release another on him. Sherry says you're not getting Jake. Press the A button. See that? Look how easy it is to get it done. Or is it? And so he's all the way back there. Barely surviving. He falls in, then he comes out, and he's in front of us now. There's the convenient elephant killer, and now it's time to finish him off. Now you reach the magnum. Sherry picks it up, but she can't hold it. Jake gives her the stability she needs, and before he can attack, exactly, the perfect description in perfect words, Jake. You press the B button and you shoot him in his heart, and it is just enough to put him down. Unfortunately for the Ustanak, I think he is better than Nemesis because of just how much damage he can take. He can bust through, and he's like Nemesis, but without the T-virus mutating. Without the T-virus's mutagenic effects. The Nemesis can break through almost anything. He is capable of rational thought. He shot a helicopter down that Jill called, that Jill managed to get the attention of. His only real weakness, Nemesis's only real weakness, was the mutagenic effects of the T-virus. Sometimes you mutate, other times you don't. And when he sustained enough damage, he just lost track of his goal, and he mutated into a typical tyrant of just destroying everything. And the Ustanak is not like that. The Ustanak is stable. It follows orders. It takes just as much damage as Nemesis. Doesn't mutate. It's lethal and it's dangerous. But unfortunately, he is often overlooked. Because Ustanak is probably one of my favorite BOWs because it stays loyal. It doesn't betray you. It never betrayed Coloratums. It's ferocious, it's tenacious, and it hits hard. It packs one hell of a punch. Now, if you beat all of the campaigns, you get this ending here, and it just shows Coloratum's legacy actually lived on in the C virus, and the C virus is still around the world, and it's still causing all types of mayhem. There's this kid here, and he's being attacked by some complete mutations. And Jake's like, hold your end of the bargain, and he's all like, gave him an apple, and then he took his veil off, pulled out his gun, while 3 Napods ran at him, and he said, fair is fair, kid, because the kid asked him, do you plan on keeping your deal? And he pulled out his gun and said, fair is fair, kid. And before that, Sherry was on a plane, tying up loose ends, saying, people that know Jake as Wesker's son is highly classified information, and he's got the C virus. They made the C virus antibodies from Jake's blood, and instead of Jake wanting $50 million, he lowered it down to $50. Or instead of wanting a lot of money, he just lowered it down to $50. And I like Jake's character development. He goes from a arrogant, snobby prick, a snobby, arrogant jerk, to a selfless, just being a selfless man. I like that character development. He goes from an anti-hero, effectively, into a hero. Fair is fair, kid. I gotta eat, and I'll protect you. Actually, 4 Napods, really? And here they come. And he only has his pistol. Yeah, but Jake clearly has above average strength and speed and agility. Too bad we don't get to find out what affair Wesker had with a specific woman in Edonia. But what I like about the game the most is this game gets a lot of hate from Resident Evil fans, and Resident Evil 6 isn't actually, I don't think it's actually a bad game. I do think, however, that a lot of the classic Resident Evil fans, they're used to the survival horror genre. That's what they're used to, and they get to somewhat experience that with Leon's campaign. But the other 2 campaigns, in Chris's and Jake's, are about action. Well, Chris's is exclusive action, and Jake's has a mix of like running action and some lax parts here and there, running action, some lax parts. And Ada's campaign just has a combination of all 3 just mashed together. That's Ada's campaign. And Leon's is exclusively survival horror, where you're either going to run from the zombies, you're going to shoot some zombies, and yada yada yada. What I like about the game the most is it's able to catch a lot of different people who like different genres of gaming and attract them to this game somehow. And they end up playing all the campaigns sooner or later. Action is for Chris, If you like the idea of being pursued and constantly stalked, there's Jake's. If you like survival horror, there's Leon's. And if you like all of it, there's Ada's. There's always something for everybody in this game. I like the enemy designs. House is terrifying. Ustanak is tenacious. Ubisuto is a unique design from the C-Virus. Lethal Tiska was just horrifically disturbing. Coloratum's mutation was off the walls, batshit disturbing. Derek C. Simmons' mutation is one of the coolest in the series. He gains total control of his metabolism. He can do whatever he wants with himself and transform into a multitude of different things. The C virus mutations are very good. The gaseous infections turn you to zombies. The zombies can turn into shriekers, whoppers, or bloodshots. Injection turns you into a Juavel, and the Juavel is like one of my favorite parts of the game. Although they can be bullshit, their mutations are well designed, and all their mutations keep the players on their toes, because there's no real safe way to shoot a Juavel. Pincer mutations, the bomb mutations, the buzzer head mutations, and then the complete mutations when they turn to chrysalises. This game has so much enemy variety that other games really don't have. And it's not like in the classic games where you fight one enemy in a room. You are forced to fight a bunch of different enemies, or the same enemy with different attributes in the Juavel. You shoot one in the head, that one mutates. You shoot another in the leg, that one mutates. You constantly shoot them in different places, and you can just make the situation worse. And it keeps the game fresh, so every time you play, it can feel a little different. You know, people complain about this game, and they say, oh, this game is repetitive, and oh, there's nothing more than just shooting, and that's all you do is you shoot and you run around. And yes, I will agree, the game can be somewhat repetitive, but the older games can be repetitive also. Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, and 0. The only game I haven't played is 1. I've played a little bit of the remake, but that's it. I haven't played 3, but I've looked up the videos on YouTube, and it's the same repetitive puzzles over and over and over. Even on Resident Evil 0, it's the same thing over and over and over. At least in this game, you have a choice in how many enemies you want to kill. It's totally subjective. And Resident Evil 0, 1, 2, and 3, they submerge you into a world of survival horror, and for first-time players, it's great. The puzzles are good, but subsequent playthroughs, it's the same. They can get pretty boring. The only real challenges in those games are the enemies, but the puzzles can get boring. They can be interesting at first, but you'll just lose interest. And that gets to my problems with Resident Evil 6. My problems with Resident Evil 6 were some of the quick-time events should have been slowed down, because some of them are too fast to react to, and they can lead to needless death. And just up your death counter for absolutely no reason, and this game can just punish players who don't know when to act and react. The quick time events in this game can be brutal, and then some are forgiving. The checkpoints in the game are now and every then. Well, here and now they're kind of iffy, but for the most part, they're pretty good checkpoints. The bosses are great. That's one thing this game has going for it. The bosses are great, and they're some of the hardest in the series. On the hardest difficulty, they can all put you in dying status with little effort, especially the Derek C. Simmons fight. That guy just has too many attacks that can instantly kill you. He's probably he is one of the hardest bosses in the series, because he's just lethal. He has all the tools needed to just destroy casual players. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all I have to say about Resident Evil 6. Sure, it can be repetitive, but overall, it's a great game. But I guess the fans were looking for something horrific, because Resident Evil 5 wasn't horrific, and you could clearly see it was turning into a third-person shooter. But now Resident Evil 6 came out, and some people were like, "Oh, I hate this game," and others were like, "Oh, I like the game." Some are like, "Oh, I love the game," and others are like, "I'm not gonna play the game." Take away survival horror, and you make it more action-based. There are some things in this game that are genuinely disturbing, though. But as far as getting the awkward camera angles and the awkward enemy placements that just submerge you into the horror and into the atmosphere around the older games, that's kind of gone. But this game does have a pretty good story. My only problem with the story is that who, what, when, where, because there's a bunch of dates, and the only time you'll be able to remember all the dates of which things specifically happened in the story is by writing them down or going to check on them in the gallery. And ladies and gentlemen, that's Resident Evil 6. Anybody like this whole series of me doing on the campaigns, comment, rate, like, subscribe, and I will see you all later for other projects. You all take care now.